Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Adventures in Celluloid. This is episode 2. I'm your host Josh along with
Corey.
And today we're going to be talking about
The Empire Strikes Back. The best Star Wars movie.
Yes. For those of you who do not know, this podcast is strictly for movie lovers and movie goers. Although I guess it's not strictly.
Don't give them regulations.
Okay, no regulations. It's for everybody.
For everybody and everything.
Everything. Okay.
Well, let's get talking about this film and how good it is, all its glory. Released 1980, directed by Irvin Kershner. Mm-hmm.
What's
He just handed me his phone for no reason.
Here, have my phone.
And it's on the IMDb page of The Empire Strikes Back. I know all about this movie. Why do I need your phone?
Okay, what year did it come out?
1980.
Who is it directed by?
Irvin Kershner.
Who was in the movie? Name every actor and every animal and creature and actor.
Mark
and
Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford,
Alec Guinness. In the order they were billed.
Frank Oz, Billy D. Williams, not Lando, David Prowse, James Earl Jones, Anthony Daniels, Kenny Baker, Peter Mayhew. I think I already said Alec Guinness.
I don't remember Chief Ognot. Who's Ognot?
I don't remember. He's some chief. You think?
Oh, he's an Ewok, probably.
Ewoks were not in The Empire Strikes Back, my friend.
Sorry.
Okay, the movie opens up as all a bunch of snow when we on Hoth, and then the Empire attacks, and boom, the rebels been defeated there, and they escape. Then Luke goes to Dagobah to learn about the Force from Yoda, my boy, and he meets little Yoda. Yoda's like green, and he talks like this.
Voiced by Frank Oz.
Frank Oz, yeah, of Muppets fame, and we have a friend named Kyle that can do a really good Yoda. Have you heard Kyle's Yoda?
No.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
I was in a play with Kyle, and we both played old men, and Kyle had a cane. But backstage during that show, Kyle would walk around with his cane. He'd just be going, yes. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. Beautiful moment. We hope to have Kyle in here when we talk about Jurassic Park, which I need to rewatch by that time. But yeah, he's a passionate man. But anyway, we're on Dagobah, and he meets Yoda, and then blah, blah. He learns some things. Oh, his friends are in trouble on Cloud City. He goes up to Cloud City, and he finds his friends, and Leia's like, "It's a trap!" And then
that's a foreshadow to Admiral Akbar.
That's a foreshadowing. And he exchanges some fire with some stormtroopers. No, he doesn't. In the novelization, he exchanges fire, but in the movie, he does not exchange fire with the stormtroopers.
Who changed that, George Lucas?
I don't know. It's in one of the screenplays, at least.
Probably George Lucas. He messes everything up.
Yeah. But then Luke fights Darth Vader, and he gets his hand lopped off by Darth Vader, and then Darth Vader reveals what?
I am your father.
That's not the quote.
Oh.
The quote is...
Luke.
No.
No.
The quote is... no, it's... Yeah.
I
don't remember. But it's not... No. It's not...
It's probably like
it's not
in
Luke,
the top quotes.
It's not Luke, I'm your father. It's...
No.
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 He's... Okay, it's... Obi-Wan never told you about your father. He told me enough. He told me you killed him. He says, no. I am your father. And then... No!
It's more like a... No!
And then...
It sounds really pathetic.
And then Luke drops down the garbage disposal, and he hangs on a thing underneath Cloud City. And then Leia senses that he's up there. She's like, oh, Luke's up there. And then they turn around and they got Lando with them. Lando's a new character. He's played by Billy D. Williams, and his nickname now is Coolio Starstash. And but yeah, then they turn around, they get Luke off the thing. Then Han Solo is not there. What happened to Han?
He got frozen in a big black ice cube.
That big black ice cube we call carbonite. Yes, carbonite. And they froze Han Solo in that, and he's been sent to Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, so that's why Han's not there, and Chewie misses his friend, because Han's Chewie's life. Mm-hmm. That's all Chewie's got. And then that's the note here. Is he coming?
I don't know.
He's right there?
Oh,
there he is. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. You wrote down another note on your outline here. Josh made an outline.
I had to make an outline because I suffocate with that one. Just kidding. There's only 4 points on it.
But one of his points is okay. Luke's out there freezing on Hoth, right? And he's pretty much out of it, and he's there mumbling. Luke, I mean, he's not mumbling. Luke. He's saying, Ben, take a bet, Yoda, take a bet, Yoda, take a bet, Ben.
Wait. Luke's mumbling Dagobah Yoda Yoda. Oh
yeah,
wait, this is after he's seen Ben in a vision of the sun or whatever. Okay, yeah. okay. I was like confused there for a second. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
But he's there out of it, and Han finds him. Then Tauntaun dies that Han rode in on.
What was his name?
It didn't have a name.
We'll call him Bob.
Bob the Tauntaun. Let's have a moment of silence for Bob the Tauntaun. He was a good Tauntaun. He was nice and warm, and because he's nice and warm, Han Solo used a lightsaber to cut him open and put Luke inside. And he thought they smelled bad on the outside. Tauntauns stink on the inside, even worse. But the significance in Han using that lightsaber to cut open the Tauntaun is that this makes Han the only character in the Star Wars films thus far to have never been a Jedi at any point to use a lightsaber for any purpose. That's pretty darn significant. And Han Solo being my favorite character, I'm glad he's got that distinguishing fact there.
Yeah, and I think the whole Han Solo being associated with the Force and Jedi and Sith and stuff, like he doesn't necessarily have the Force, and he's not directly related to. But
he doesn't even believe in the Force at the beginning.
But he's like hanging out with all the people who do have the Force. So it's like he's like the odd one out of the bunch, but he's like the cool odd one out of the bunch.
Yeah, and like he even says "May the Force be with you" before Luke ever does. I'm not sure if Luke even says "May the Force be with you" in any of the 3 movies. I don't recall any moment, but Han says it in the original. Like whenever he's about to leave and Luke's about to go up in the X-wing, Han says, "Wait, Luke, may the Force be with you." He's got a little smile on his face. He's kind of a smug look, but he says it.
Don't get cocky.
Don't get cocky. Should we talk about the changes now? Because we did that.
Yeah, let's talk about changes.
The changes. Oh boy.
Were there a lot of them?
None that scream out as much as the original, but I mean a lot of them they cleaned up some stuff. But in the original version, they have the Emperor in a hologram, and it's a female it's an actress with chimpanzee eyes and Clive Revel's voice, and yeah, there's a good scene. But then they replaced it later on with Ian McDiarmid, who I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, but he later played the Emperor in the rest of his appearances. But I mean that's nothing compared to the other change that they put in this scene. They added in dialogue where the Emperor informs Darth Vader that Luke is the son of Anakin Skywalker, and then Darth Vader is shocked. Darth Vader's shocked, and in the opening crawl, it says that Darth Vader has been obsessed with tracking down Luke Skywalker, and you'd think that Darth Vader would make the connection. I mean, how many Skywalkers are there? I mean, seriously. It's not exactly the Smith of Star Wars land.
Yeah.
And his age, too. I mean, Darth Vader's obsessed with finding Luke Skywalker. He probably knows what his age roughly is. And he knew that his wife was pregnant at the time that he turned for the dark side and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. Darth Vader's like, what? What? He's my son? What? There's no way. It's impossible. I mean, he even says it's impossible.
Yeah.
It's like making Darth Vader.
It's impossible.
Making Darth Vader look stupid. And I was like, Darth Vader's not stupid. He is one of the smartest villains in movie history, if you don't count the prequel.
You know what I mean? He killed. Well, we're not getting to that part yet.
He's very intelligent. I mean, and they're like, nope, he can't even figure out what he is. It's just dumb. Why do you do that? Why, George Lucas? Another line change is when Luke and hey Lee.
Hey, Lee's joining us.
Yeah, back again. But another line change is when Luke and R2 have just landed on Hoth, and R2 gets sucked down in the swamp. He comes back. He gets shot back up, and then in the original, Luke says, "You're lucky you don't taste so good." and then they changed it. They changed that line for whatever reason. I don't know why they changed it. There's nothing wrong with it. Is there anything wrong with that line, Josh?
No.
And they changed it. I mean, Lee, is there anything wrong with that line?
There's not anything wrong with it to me.
Lucky you don't taste so good. But then they changed it to "You're lucky you get out of there." And I'm like, why do you even change it? There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, personally enjoyed that line. I was like,
Yeah.
ha.
I mean, Mark Hamill improvised that one. I mean, like it was a good improvisation. It wasn't a bad line. And then George's like, no, it's gotta change. It's gotta change. Are there any more really significant changes in Empire Strikes Back? I feel like that was the least touched one.
Wasn't there a change when Luke did something with the AT-AT? I feel like there was. And I was like really confused like the second time I watched Star Wars because I watched it at another friend's house and it was like something happened and I didn't remember it happened.
I don't
and I was
think
like,
so.
what?
I don't think they changed that. Anything with that. The only changes I think they made to Hoth, whenever you're seeing out of the cockpit in the snow speeders, that you can see through parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's all they fixed, which wasn't really that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But I don't remember anything with the AT-ATs. I might be wrong, but I don't remember.
But we can also classify that thing there. Well, I guess it's not really a change between versions of the trilogy, but the part where, Darth Vader says, "No, I am your father," instead of Obi-Wan killed your father, because that's not really changed between the editions, but it's still an interesting change because
it wasn't a change.
It was a change, and it was like a surprising change before the release of the film.
Lucas had it planned from the beginning of production of Empire.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. But it's a change to the actors and the crew.
Yeah, it was very significant. It changed everybody's outlook for the filming of the third, because everybody was like, "Oh man, what?"
Yeah.
And so everybody had this idea going into the third one, knowing that they were related.
Yeah.
And then
we've got another big plot twist coming in that next one. We won't discuss it until we discuss Return of the Jedi. And any more points you want to touch on with this one? With Empire Strikes Back? Like, it's the greatest Star Wars movie, and feels like I've had the least to say about it.
because there's nothing to critique it on, because it's so great.
Yeah. But just imagine, in 1980, I don't know if I already mentioned this on the podcast. I know I mentioned this to you earlier. Imagine being in 1980, the first showing of Star Wars in your town. You're in the theater, you're pumped, you're ready for more Star Wars. You've been ready for 3 years now, and it's finally here. And then you've been watching it, you're loving it. And then, I am your father. And just imagine the collective gasp.
Everybody was like, "Oh my goodness! Oh man! Oh!" And yeah,
like moviegoers back then, I think were different, because my mom told me that whenever she saw Rocky when it was in theaters, Rocky came out in 1976, just 4 years before Empire. When Rocky came out in 1976, people were cheering like they were at a real boxing match.
Yeah,
in the theater. Audiences were different back then.
Yeah, like for the movie Jaws, I
think my mom saw that one in theaters too.
Yeah, I recently watched Jaws and over again, and the part where it goes da 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 da.
Yeah.
Everybody's like freaking out in the theaters. Like I watched this documentary, everybody's freaking out in the theaters because they're like, "Oh man, this person is going to die," and the person dies, and everybody screams, and it's like, and you watch it today, and you're like, "Oh yeah, another person died."
Who's I?
Just a shark attack. No biggie.
Sorry. No. It's not gonna happen in real life. It's just a movie. It's not gonna happen.
Except it does happen in real life.
It does sometimes.
Boom.
Not all the time, but sometimes. What does Lee got there on his phone? Lee's showing us something. Or showing Josh something. I can't see it from here. But what is it?
Oh.
Something I don't know if you guys touched on that they added to the special editions of
Oh.
Empire Strikes Back.
Like all of them?
It was added in the special edition that wasn't in the previous versions.
Yeah, they added stuff.
They added the Slave One following the Millennium Falcon out of the Star Destroyer debris.
Yeah, okay, I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember
that was
that.
one thing I was like, I don't remember seeing that the first time through.
And,
and it's all CGI, so it definitely stands out.
Yeah.
And you're like, that was totally just added in.
That was out of place, bro. That was out of place.
That's not an asteroid. That's a space station. No.
And they also added windows to Cloud City. I remember that to give it more life and stuff. And the director originally wanted it to be like that.
Just so everybody suffers from vertigo when they actually live in there.
Yeah.
Give a sense of
Though it really doesn't matter to me too much, you know.
Yeah, I mean, all that Cloud City is known for is the big domes and the discs on the sticks.
And also they add a cloud car. I think that's what they're called, and it looks so out of place in a 1980 movie. And it's like, why are you floating around, buddy? You look like you're from 2002 or something. It's like, why you doing that, man?
Yeah.
And the Lando says attention twice on the public address system. Why'd they make him say it twice? I mean, come on.
Like, attention.
No,
like twice,
no,
like that?
Lando says it once, people listen. When Lando talks, people listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's Lando. Lando Calrissian, or Coolio Starstash. Oh, yeah, and in the... Oh, this change. I remember this. This change. The first special edition. Okay, the original, whenever Luke falls off the platform after getting his hand lopped off and finding out who his daddy is, I mean, he falls off and he doesn't scream or anything. He's just going down with pride. Going down with pride. And then... Woo! He doesn't say anything.
No, he doesn't make that noise either. He's just like, I'm going to have a silent death. Aren't I?
Yeah. But then, the 1997 special edition, they add a scream to him going down. And you know where that scream was? You know what it's from?
Is it the Wilhelm scream?
No.
Oh, I was like,
No.
I was like
This
almost a little
Lino?
excited there for a second.
Yeah, they dubbed Palpatine's scream in there.
Yep, they put Palpatine's scream
What?
in for Luke. So he's falling down, sounding like an old fart.
he's following. He's like, when Luke Skywalker falls down, he channels Lord Palpatine.
Yeah. But they
channel your inner Palpatine.
Thankfully, they actually removed that change in later versions. And yeah, so glad they came to their senses and got rid of that. And yeah, and all the outside shots of R2-D2 in the original, he looks black, and they changed it back to blue. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Where's your source of light coming from, buddy? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
other than that, there doesn't seem to be very many.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of major changes to The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
That's why it's the best one.
Yeah, it's most untouched. Oh, yeah, there are new shots of the Wampa creature. You see more of the Wampa.
Oh, yeah.
But it's no big deal. And you see him with his arm lopped off. Which I guess is foreshadowing for when Luke gets his hand lopped off. I don't know.
Hey, yeah.
It's probably not, but still.
No, yeah. We just think like that because we overthink it.
Yeah.
And when Obi-Wan cuts off the guy's arms in the cantina in the original, it's foreshadowing for the Wampa when he gets his arm lopped off.
And then that foreshadows.
And that foreshadows all the other things, and how in a Star Wars video game you can cut off arms and stuff. And it's just foreshadowing of everything that's always done.
I'm doing an ugly face right now for you viewers at home. And but yeah. Is there
Listeners at home?
listeners or viewers? Banana viewers at home?
Banana viewers.
Banana viewers?
Signaling all banana viewers.
We're not gonna people just sitting there staring at bananas.
Wait, no, banana hats and everything. Like,
I just bumped the table if y'all heard that. But Josh told me to not touch the table before we started recording, but
in the last episode, he's like, boom, 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 boom.
Can
you hear me?
I got passionate. I'm a passionate man.
Corey got passionate in the last episode.
I'm a passionate man.
Passionate on the arms,
Yeah.
your arms, not the table.
But okay. But yeah, I guess we should give our ratings, our content and quality ratings for Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back.
Once again, quality and wait, what was it? Quality and what?
Content. We're gonna do content first. It is safe for chillins, I believe.
Oh yeah, safe for chillins.
I mean, even though a guy gets his hand lopped off, I still think it's
maybe
it's safe for my chillins. I was watching it when I was a chillin.
Safe for chillins over 7 or 8, maybe.
I was
7.
I was a baby.
Corey, nobody cares about you.
Well, I'll just leave right now. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here right now. You guys don't take. Okay, fine. I'm coming back.
Lee's blocking the door.
I'm coming back. Okay, fine. Tell me you care.
We care about you, Corey.
Thank you, Lee. Lee cares about me at least. But I was watching it. It's probably I don't even remember the first time I saw it because I was so young.
Right, yeah.
I was a baby.
Well, yeah, the first time. Yeah. What was the first time you saw Star Wars?
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
In the galaxy
No,
far,
no,
far away.
That was probably 8 or 9.
Ooh.
That's a little late. No, I saw 11 when I was like 11 or 13. 11 or 13?
11 or 13? That's just...
My parents were always really careful about what they let us watch.
Yeah, mine too.
My brother was always watching it, and he was like almost 5 when I was born. So it was probably one of the first movies I ever saw. Because he was nuts about Star Wars back in the day. He still likes it, but he's not nuts about it anymore. I'm still nuts about it. I'm all about the Star Wars life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's content quality, safe for chillins, depending upon what kind of a person you are.
Yeah, keep up your own judgment.
Yeah.
If you're like me, show it to them as soon as they're out, as soon as they escape.
I mean, for our chillins, like, it'd be safe for our chillins, but you do your best job. Okay, quality.
Just be a good parent. No matter what you do, just be a good parent, okay?
10 out of 10. 10
10 out of 10.
Quality.
Yes. All around, 10 out of 10 all around, yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, it is my favorite Star Wars movie. Is it your favorite Star Wars movie, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
Is your favorite Star Wars movie, Lee?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's nodding, yep. Everybody's favorite Star Wars movie.
Also got one of my favorite scenes in it.
Oh,
What's your
yeah.
favorite
Which
scene?
one's that?
The scene where Luke first encounters Yoda.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Jedi Master Yoda, you seek Yoda.
What's your favorite scene?
I don't have a favorite scene, my friend.
How about
but it's so emotional though when Han Solo's about to get frozen in the carbonite.
Yeah, okay.
And like Chewie tries to fight. He's like, I need to get him out of there. And then Han's like, whoa, Chewie, no. You have to take care of the princess. You hear me? And Chewie's like, no, I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go. And he's like, you gotta take care of her for me. Take care of her for me.
Yeah,
it's like so emotional because
Yeah,
Han is Chewie's life.
Yeah.
Han is Chewie's life. Ugh.
And yeah, like that one part that's so iconic.
And
like
he didn't get a medal.
He's like, Leia's like, I love you, and then Han's like,
I know.
He doesn't say I love you back. Catch a ladder, princess.
Because Han,
I know.
it was scripted as I love you too, but Han wouldn't say that. That's not Han.
No. Yeah,
that is not Han Solo.
Did Harrison Ford change it?
Yeah.
On the spot.
Yeah, Harrison Ford improv that.
Yeah,
that is super cool.
But the director felt there was something up too, because the director wasn't George this time. It was Irvin Kershner, and who sadly didn't have that big of a movie career afterwards. I mean, he made RoboCop 2, which wasn't great, and he made Never Say Never Again, which is the black sheep of James Bond. But yeah, and the director felt there's something up, and he's like, Harrison, do what you can with it, and then Harrison Ford said, I know, and there we go.
Do what you can with it. I will. And I know.
I blossom. I will. Is that all we need to talk about with this podcast of The Empire Strikes Back?
I think so. I think we've covered pretty much everything.
All bases.
And one thing about these podcasts, for you listeners out there, we're still trying to figure out the main structure of how we do the podcast. So that's why our last podcast was probably like 45 minutes, and this one's probably like 25 or 30.
Look at the recording. What is it at?
So, next episode we're going to talk about
Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
The Jedi and how they returned through one man.
Which was originally going to be called Revenge.
Yeah, it was originally called Revenge of the Jedi, but then Georgie was like, Jedi don't seek revenge.
with the kiss at the end. Jedi don't seek revenge. Make sure you put that kiss in there forever. Okay.
Forever. Yeah. But yeah, until next time, may the Force be with you.
And you. And you.
And even you.